I would do it again in a heartbeat if it meant that I saved one person or even prevented one person from getting shot.
That's Fargo police officer Andrew Dotas, one of the people who was shot during an ambush on police back on July 14th, saying he'd be willing to go through it again. Today, Fargo police released a 40-minute sit-down interview they did with the officer and his wife Hannah as he recovers at home. Dotas was one of 4 officers involved in the July 14th shooting. Officer Jake Walline died. Officer Tyler Hawes was injured, and Officer Zach Robinson was the one who took the shooter out. No media outlets were present for that interview or allowed to ask any questions, but the interview did cover a number of topics. Valley News Team's Justin Betty joins us now live in studio with details on what they had to say. Justin.
Courtney, the last time we heard from Officer Dotas, he was still in the hospital. Now he's home, and he took time to discuss his recovery, how they're coping with the shooting, and his hopes for the future.
Everyone that I've talked to has been very clear with me that it was like very close. It was touch and go for several days when I first got to Sanford.
It's been less than 2 months since Officer Andrew Dotas nearly died after being shot in a police ambush in Fargo. It's something he and his wife Hannah say they've gone through by trusting God's plan.
It's so difficult in the situation we're in right now because we don't necessarily know what the plan is, but we rest assured on like the really hard nights, and there's been some really hard nights, we've sat there and we've used prayer. And
I think I want to be really transparent that there's a lot of hard nights, and especially as a caregiver to someone I love so dearly, like there are nights where I just am like, I just would do anything to take it away or take it for him, you know.
Dotas says he's still only able to walk from maybe the bed to the couch right now, but he looks forward to eventually returning to work.
Well, like I said, I can't wait to get back. The job is not finished for me.
And though he says it may still be almost a year away, he has plans for what he wants to do once he gets back.
What I'm really excited for and passionate about within the police department is the fact that before all this happened, I was actually assigned to be a school resource officer, a really new position for me, but it was so exciting for me because I've always told friends and family, anyone that'll listen to me, that kids are someone that I really feel like I can have a tremendous impact on. You can have like 1 or 2 interactions with a kid, and I remember when I was little, that's something you remember for the rest of your life. They look up to you so much, and they see a badge and they see a uniform, and they see like a hero a lot of times.
As painful as it's been, he says he'd be willing to do it all again in order to protect and serve.
I would do it again in a heartbeat if it meant that I saved one person or even prevented one person from getting shot or him going to the street fair and hurting anybody. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And I think if you asked any officer, I'm not the only one.
Dotas also thanked Sanford, the community, and his police family for their support, especially one of his mentors, Sergeant Foskey, for helping them through all of this. You can watch the full 40-minute interview under this story on our website, valleynewslive.com, as well as in the VNL News app. Courtney?